Good morning, class.
Good morning, Mr. Jones.
Today, we're going to talk about the Renaissance period. And to start it off, we're going to do an anticipation guide. It's before you read, we got 3 questions that you see on the board here. I want you to go through these questions and answer them if you agree or disagree. All right? Can we begin right? I said, make sure you don't read it. Don't read in your book. Just make sure you write, and it's just something that you think is going to happen before we read and know the actual truth. Okay, sir. I see you're almost done. Do you agree or disagree with number 1?
Agree.
You agree?
Mm-hmm.
What about you, ma'am? Do you agree or disagree with number 1?
I agree.
Okay. What about number 2? Do you agree or disagree with number 2?
I disagree.
What about you?
I agree.
You agree. Okay. What about number 3? Do you agree or disagree?
I agree.
What about you?
I disagree.
Okay, make sure that you put your stuff that you have on your paper from the board. Do not change it. This is already, it's like it's set in stone. You cannot change it.
That's it.
Okay? Now, like I said once before, we're talking about the Renaissance period. What can someone tell me about the Renaissance period?
The Renaissance period do mean rebirth.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How you know that, Ms.
It's a
Jones?
French word.
Okay. Now, that is true. But keep this in mind. How you think a country would feel if they just been decimated by wars and bad diseases? How would you feel if that happened to you, you guys? If you're a part of this country, a part of this nation, and you've been just destroyed and decimated by diseases and wars. Wars have been coming back and forth. People have been dying of diseases. How you feel about that?
I feel bad.
That's rough.
Yes, but see how they felt. It was time for a new being. It was time for the rebirth. It was time.
It's time for a change.
Yes, for a change. It's time to revive. Okay.
Okay.
And here we're talking about the Renaissance period in Italy. Okay, it lasts approximately from 1300 to the 1600s, which is 300 years. And you are right. Renaissance means what?
Rebirth.
Exactly. All right. The bubonic plague was heavy during this time period. It was called Black Death. The bubonic plague, it went through. It was catastrophic. A lot of people died. Also, you had many wars going on before this time period. All right. And the bubonic plague also killed up to like 60% of the population. 60% of the population was killed due to bubonic plague. Any other questions? So, look back at your anticipation guide for number 1. Who said they agree with it?
Me.
You are correct, because Renaissance means rebirth.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
Now, as we travel down here, we're talking about humanism. Can anybody tell me what humanism means right here? I guess I'll read. It is an intellectual movement that focuses on the human potential and achievements. So, also in the anticipation guide, who agreed with this statement?
I did.
Who disagreed?
Me.
So, therefore, you are correct. You are correct. All right? Humanism, like I said, is an intellectual movement that focuses on the human potential and achievements. Okay? They wanted to focus on the Greek value. Any questions?
No.
Sure? All right. Now, we'll go back to Number 3.
Okay.
Number 3 says secular was mainly godly thoughts rather than worldly. What did you put on that one, Mr. Jones? You agree to disagree?
I agree.
You agreed.
I disagree.
You disagreed.
Mm-hmm.
You're correct.
Ooh.
Secular is a worldly spirit.
It's
It's a worldly spirit. It's not a godly spirit.
really.
It's a worldly spirit. So number 3, you should have disagreed with it. You agreed. This is why. What happened was most people remained devout Catholics, but some people based their spirit on the Renaissance society, which was secular. You had people, you know, with fancy cars, fancy mansions, living lavish lifestyles, you know, but they were just into the world. Even the church leaders became worldly. And that's why we call it secular. Okay?
That's like today.
Yes, it is like today. You know, it depends on your denomination or depends on what you believe in, but you might see that.
They call it secular, we just call it worldly folks.
Yes, but for this point, we just call it secular.
Secular.
So the definition for secular is worldly rather than spiritual and concerned with here and now. They were concerned about what's going on in the present, here and now. So worldly is worried about big mansions. In today's time, you see people worry about fancy cars, fancy houses still, just a lifestyle. We're in the lifestyle. We see a lot of stuff on social media now. So back if they had social media back then, you would see a lot of Facebook posts, a lot of Instagrams.
Yeah.
That what you would see. So that's just you know, something that just to show you guys. Okay?
Okay.
Now, have a game for you guys.
Okay.
Everyone get their phone out. Everyone get their phone. Gonna play a game called Kahoot.
Okay. Kahoot.
All right? Everyone have their phone. Once it loads up, we're playing a game called Kahoot. Now, this is a way to get extra points during this class. It's going to be stuff that we just went over in the lesson. All you have to do is get it right, which is show me as we play, and you get extra points. Any questions about the lesson so far?
Not so far.
You sure? Well, it looks like the game is not going to work.
It's not going.
So, you sure you don't have any more questions?
When you talking about secular, and I would just think, I don't know what I would think.
You agree because you thought it was more godly thoughts than,
Yeah,
but circular was worldly thoughts.
right.
So the game not coming up.
No, we're going to try to reload it again, but if it does not work, we're not going to worry about it. We can just go on to something else. Okay, everyone get a sheet of paper out. Get another sheet of paper out, since it won't work.
Okay.
What we're going to do is, we're going to draw a T sharp. Just like it's just a T. Teaching Day. Okay, now I only have 2 students, so we're gonna do something that we call reciprocal teaching. Reciprocal teaching is we would have 4 people. We have a questioner, a summarizer, a word builder, and well, not 3 people. A questioner, summarizer, and a word builder. Since we only got 2 people, we just have a summarizer and a word builder. So right now for this section, I need someone to read and summarize what's going on. I need someone to read and get all the key vocabulary words out of your books. Because that's what I need you to do. So talk among you, your groups, since it's just 2 of you guys, and that we'll do. This is called reciprocal teaching.
Reciprocal.
Now, I will give you guys 5 minutes. Once the timer have gone off with your 5 minutes, you will switch papers